Ready to unleash some powerful combos and experience the thrill of Kung Fu right from your PC? Today we're counting down the 10 best Kung Fu games of 2024. From story-rich adventures to action-packed beat-em-ups, these games capture the intensity, skill, and spirit of martial arts. So, if you're a fan of fast-paced fighting and legendary moves, let's dive in. Number 1. Sifu. In this intense action game, you step into the shoes of a young Kung Fu student on a relentless quest for vengeance. The game combines fluid, realistic combat with a unique aging mechanic. Each time you're defeated, you return older and wiser, but physically weaker. The gameplay demands careful timing and precision, as players use blocks, parries, and a variety of Kung Fu techniques to overcome foes in gritty hand-to-hand combat. The levels are beautifully designed, taking you through vibrant urban environments that add to the atmosphere, from dark alleys to grand martial arts halls. Sifu rewards patience and mastery. With each fight, you'll feel like you're learning alongside the character. This challenging, visually stunning game captures the intensity and discipline of martial arts and has become a must-play for fans looking for a truly immersive Kung Fu experience. Number 2. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. This open-world action game follows Wei Shen, an undercover cop navigating the dangerous streets of Hong Kong. Sleeping Dogs delivers a thrilling mix of Kung Fu combat, street brawling, and cinematic storytelling, drawing players into a gripping tale of loyalty and betrayal. The combat system is a major highlight, allowing you to unleash a wide range of Kung Fu moves, counters, and environmental takedowns, from brutal melee combos to creative ways of using the environment, like slamming enemies into fish tanks or tossing them into dumpsters. The game lets you make the most of every fight. Exploring Hong Kong is just as engaging, with bustling markets, neon-lit streets, and dynamic missions that give the game an authentic, immersive feel. With its tight combat mechanics and rich storyline, Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition combines open-world freedom with intense martial arts action, making it a standout for Kung Fu and action fans alike. Number 3. Judgment. In this Yakuza series spin-off, you play as Takayuki Yagami, a private detective in the neon-lit streets of Kamurocho. Judgment brings a unique blend of investigation and intense hand-to-hand combat, with Yagami using multiple martial arts styles inspired by Kung Fu. You can switch between the crane style, which is great for taking on multiple enemies, and the powerful tiger style, perfect for one-on-one combat. The moves are fluid and satisfying, with combos, counters, and finishing moves that give each fight cinematic flair. Beyond the combat, the game has a gripping storyline filled with twists, mysteries, and crime-solving elements that draw you deeper into Yagami's world. With beautifully designed city streets, memorable characters, and seamless integration of martial arts into the story, Judgment offers a fresh twist on the beat-em-up genre while paying homage to classic Kung Fu. Subscribe to GameTrek to discover the best PC games of 2024. Number 4. 9 Monkeys of Shaolin. This side-scrolling beat-em-up takes you on an epic journey through ancient China as a fisherman turned Shaolin warrior out to avenge his family. 9 Monkeys of Shaolin combines classic Kung Fu with a stylized retro feel, paying tribute to the martial arts films of the past. The game's combat system is deeply rooted in traditional Kung Fu techniques, allowing players to chain together powerful attacks, aerial moves, and staff maneuvers, making each encounter feel impactful and rewarding. The levels are richly designed with vibrant landscapes, ancient temples, and bustling villages that give the game a unique, atmospheric charm. You'll face waves of enemies across varied stages, each battle testing your timing, strategy, and skill. With local co-op mode, you can even team up with a friend to take down foes side by side. 9 Monkeys of Shaolin is a love letter to Kung Fu cinema and a must-play for fans of old-school martial arts games. Number 5. Shaolin vs. Wutang 2. This indie fighting game is a dream come true for classic Kung Fu movie fans. Shaolin vs. Wutang 2 pits iconic martial arts styles against each other in one-on-one battles, with characters clearly inspired by legends from Kung Fu cinema. From Shaolin techniques to Wing Chun and Drunken Fist, each fighting style is represented with authentic moves and choreography, giving players a real sense of traditional martial arts. The game's visuals and sounds bring nostalgia, with environments that include iconic backdrops like ancient temples and misty mountain paths. The soundtrack and sound effects also pay homage to classic Kung Fu films, adding an extra layer of immersion. With its straightforward, no-frills approach, Shaolin vs. Wutang 2 focuses purely on delivering a raw and authentic martial arts experience, making it perfect for fans of Kung Fu and classic fighting games. Number 6. Absolver. Absolver offers a unique twist on martial arts, blending RPG elements with intense hand-to-hand combat in a beautifully designed open world. As a prospect, you travel through a fallen empire, battling opponents and learning new fighting styles in your quest to join the elite Absolvers. The game's combat system is highly customizable, letting you mix and match strikes, blocks, and stances to create your own fighting style inspired by real martial arts, including kung fu techniques. One of the standout features is the ability to learn moves from enemies, making each fight an opportunity to grow and adapt. With a focus on timing, reflexes, and strategy, Absolver challenges players to master a deep, skill-based combat system. Whether you're exploring solo or testing your skills in online PvP, Absolver offers a fresh and personal take on kung fu-inspired gameplay that's both immersive and rewarding. Number 7. Jet Li: Rise to Honor. Starring martial arts icon Jet Li, this action-packed game puts you in the role of Kit Yun, a bodyguard caught in the middle of a gang war spanning from San Francisco to Hong Kong. Jet Li: Rise to Honor delivers a cinematic kung fu experience with fast-paced action sequences and a unique combat system that uses the right analog stick for attacks. This setup allows for fluid, 360-degree combat, capturing the dynamic movement of Jet Li's signature fighting style. With its mix of hand-to-hand combat, environmental interaction, and even gunplay, the game keeps you constantly engaged in intense fight scenes that feel straight out of a martial arts movie. Featuring Jet Li's voice and likeness, Rise to Honor brings a level of authenticity that immerses players in both its story and combat. It's a nostalgic title for fans of classic martial arts games and Jet Li's cinematic legacy. Subscribe to GameTrek to discover the best PC games of 2024. Number 8. Kings of Kung Fu. This indie fighting game is a tribute to classic martial arts cinema, featuring fighters inspired by iconic kung fu movie stars from the 1970s and 80s. Kings of Kung Fu offers a roster of characters who each have distinct fighting styles, allowing players to recreate the feel of legendary martial arts battles. The gameplay is simple, yet challenging, focusing on combos, timing, and skill to deliver fast-paced, one-on-one fights. The game's retro graphics and nostalgic sound effects capture the essence of old-school kung fu films, bringing back the charm of classic martial arts showdowns. With stages set in familiar movie backdrops, like rooftops and training halls, Kings of Kung Fu immerses players in an authentic kung fu movie experience, making it a perfect pick for fans of both martial arts games and vintage action films. Number 9. One Finger Death Punch 2. This fast-paced two-button fighting game packs all the intensity of kung fu into simple yet addictive mechanics. One Finger Death Punch 2 places you in the role of a stick-figure martial artist who faces endless waves of enemies. With only left and right buttons to control attacks, the game focuses on reflexes, timing, and precision. Each level becomes a rhythmic, high-speed display of kung fu as you unleash punches, kicks, and even weapons on incoming foes. Despite its simplicity, the game is incredibly satisfying, with hundreds of levels and a variety of enemy types and boss fights that keep players engaged. The exaggerated animations and over-the-top finishing moves capture the thrill of kung fu with a minimalist style that's easy to pick up but hard to master. One Finger Death Punch 2 is perfect for players looking for quick, intense kung fu action that tests reflexes to the limit. Number 10. Kung Fu Strike: The Warrior's Rise. This arcade-style beat-em-up blends classic kung fu with modern action elements, creating an experience that's both challenging and fast-paced. Kung Fu Strike: The Warrior's Rise puts players in the role of General Lo as he fights through waves of enemies in an effort to avenge his father's death. The game's combat is all about combos, timing, and dodging, letting you chain together attacks to create devastating moves inspired by traditional martial arts. With stylized visuals, powerful special attacks, and a variety of enemy types, Kung Fu Strike captures the feel of classic kung fu action while adding co-op and versus modes for extra replayability. The game's difficulty ramps up quickly, providing a true test of skill for players looking to master its combat system. For fans of martial arts and arcade fighters, Kung Fu Strike delivers a modern yet nostalgic kung fu experience. And that's our list of the 10 best kung fu games for PC in 2024. From action-packed brawlers to deep, story-driven adventures, each of these games brings something unique to the world of martial arts. Whether you're after challenging combat or just the thrill of a perfectly timed combo, these titles are sure to deliver. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.